And I do understand that the university job is only to prepare them, give them the degree, and that's it. They're not preparing them for the job. No, they are only preparing them to pass the degree. See, this is the fundamental problem we have in the education system. So we are preparing them for one purpose. Employers need skills, but universities are only giving them titles. So that's another big problem. There are 7.4 million job openings in the world, in US alone, right? And they can't find jobs. I mean, this is unbelievable. There's another thing that we have is students have unrealistic expectations, understandably, about college. Students believe that when they come, whether this MIT or Stanford, the top of the top, or any of the middle tier universities or the bottom tier universities, they believe that we have this degree, we will be able to find a job. That is not happening. That is not happening. They have this principle that if we get this thing, you'll be able to secure the job. No, the college degrees are useless, almost useless, because it's just a title. Now, you can't negate the fact. The problem is like it's a chicken and egg situation. Which came first? You need the degree to go outside the country, but you also need the skills to secure the job, right? You need the degree to go in front of the employer, but you need the skills to secure the employment. It's like, you are between a rock and a hard place. I mean, you don't know where to go. So that is the fundamental problem. So to solve this problem, we came up with this diploma, which is equivalent to bachelor's. And there are different levels. The RQF level 6 is the highest, which is equivalent to bachelor's. Then we have the lower levels, level 5 and levels 4 and level 3, so on and so forth, right? So you have the skills, you get this thing, and then at the same time, you get the diploma as well, right? And then you get the job as well. So you get the accredited qualification, you get money back guarantee, you get the job. There are no prerequisites. Anyone can come in. These are the fundamental things you have to think about, right? The other important thing is, many elite universities prioritize research, often at the expense of the teaching. This is another big problem. Because of artificial intelligence, research, these professors, whoever are working, I can tell you one thing right now. AI is getting smarter day by day. You just need to give it the set of data. You don't need elite professors to do research. The pharmaceutical industry, the weapon industry, and many other, Pentagon recently, they did a very huge deal with Microsoft, where they will be tapping in OpenAI, ChatGPT platform, the generative AI, to develop tools. So they're giving data as it relates to all the threats profiles that they have seen, within the cybersecurity realm, what is happening on that front. And the AI is learning that data to develop tools and processes, right? And technology elements to plug in those gaping holes, right? So you can imagine things are changing. There is no research required because it can do the research. It has access to trove of information. So essentially, in every field, from medicine, from science, all different branches of science, physics, chemistry, biology, all of these things, they all will change significantly. And one of the key elements is going to be, you don't need 10 professors to do a job. 1 or 2 can do all of those things. It all comes down to prompt engineering. I'm going to share some things with you to build up that case, right? So right now, the hypotheses that we are building up is, right, the universities are failing the students. The students are wasting their life, the precious time of 4 years, 3 years, 4 years, studying at the university. Their time is lost, their money is lost. There's no ROI, the return on investment. Like, you complete the degree, and what kind of job will you get in order to pay off the debt, or pay off, or take the money back to your parents, whatever you have earned, back to your parents, and say, Jazakallah, you invested a lot. Now it is my time to give you back. It takes a long time. And the people, what they mistake that they do, they keep on piling up qualifications, right? So that is changing. That is absolutely changing. Instead of boosting Meteorocracy, universities reinforce inequality. That is another thing, right? The socioeconomic status is another thing. There are top universities, Ivy League universities, and like the middle tier, the bottom tier. That's another big problem. AI is changing everything because now education is accessible to everyone who wants to get it. And that is going to fundamentally change everything, right? Because AI is going to create, billions and trillions of dollars of opportunities. So these are the key points that you need to understand from the research of Harvard University, right? This is back in 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23. 4 years have passed. We are in 24. I can tell you one thing. We are still at the same crossroad where we were at that time. And we are still facing this issue.